I think we misunderstand burnout. We treat it like tiredness, like you just need to rest. But sometimes burnout goes deeper than that. Sometimes your body keeps moving while your spirit has already checked out. You still work, still reply, still show up, but life starts feeling empty, repetitive, mechanical. And slowly, you stop feeling like yourself. That's why Kento Nanami hit me so hard. Because his story isn't just about hating work, it's about losing the feeling of being alive and finding a reason to come back. This is Blessed Visions, and today, talking about how to overcome burnout. I used to think burnout meant breaking down. One bad day, one bad loss, one moment where everything became too much. But I don't think it works like that anymore. Because burnout looks normal. You wake up, go to work, come home, sleep, then do it again. You're still functioning, still getting things done, but inside, you're just waiting for the day to end. I know that feeling. After university, I thought life was supposed to begin. Instead, it felt like it stopped. I went from chasing a future to surviving a routine. That's why Nanami resonated with me. He wasn't fighting curses, he was fighting the feeling that life had become something simply to endure. Here's the truth. I don't think Nanami hated his job, but more so, I think he forgot what it felt like to feel alive. Everything made sense, at least on the surface. A stable job, steady income, a plan. Just keep going, and one day, Malaysia. But somewhere along the way, he lost himself, piece by piece. His curiosity, his excitement, his hope, optimism, until surviving the day became enough. And that's what burnout really is. It's not exhaustion, it's the slow loss of the parts that make you, you. And once that happens, life slowly loses its color. When I watched anime, I wasn't just watching things, I was watching myself. Here's my story. After university, I fell in what can be described as post-uni depression. I studied accounting and finance, applied for hundreds of graduate jobs, then ended up in a call center. Every morning, I would count down the hours until I could leave. Not because the work was hard, but because I felt like I was disappearing. For years, I blamed the job, and to be fair, I feel that's true. It was the job's fault. But I realized something even more important. The job wasn't becoming my identity. I had made it my identity. So in response, I endeavored to change that. Work became something I did, but I refused to let it be who I was. And I did this by trying new hobbies. The first of which was salsa. And slowly but surely, I started living. And I remember thinking, so this is what life feels like when I actually try to live. That's when I understood Nanami. Work was never the problem. Burnout happens when work becomes your whole life. When Monday is something you survive just to reach Friday. And eventually, you stop living and simply start recovering for the following week. That's what happened in anime. Malaysia wasn't the destination, it was hope. Hope that life would begin later. But the thing is, life doesn't begin later. It begins the moment you stop waiting to live it. I didn't beat burnout by quitting my job. I beat it by rebuilding my life outside of it. The thing is, nothing will change overnight. It starts with small decisions. You start waiting for life to change and actively start changing how to live. This is just not on the weekends, but during the week. For whatever your new hobby may be, just try it. It may be uncomfortable. You may not know anybody. But for those few hours, simply be present, talking, learning, laughing, and living. For those are all the things that burnout can take away. So just to be present. Because if there's any one truth I want you to take from today's video, is that start reconnecting with yourself. Because once you feel alive again, the rest of you has room to grow. And from there, the world will be in your hands once again. Take control of your future. Maybe you don't need to become someone new. Maybe you just need to beat yourself again. The version of you that still gets excited, believes and dreams. He isn't gone. He's simply buried beneath everything you've been carrying. So don't give up. Your story isn't finished. You owe it to your younger self to find out who you can still become. Thank you for watching. Like, comment and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Until then, stay blessed.